the law. Hope they won't shoot me down soon. They sing on a sleepless night. Try to catch me howling at the moon.
Sorry about that, guys. A little technical difficulties there getting started there, Paul. I am so sorry. Welcome to Props Locks and Parlays. I'm your host, Mike Lauro, along with my co-host, Paul Spencer from over at Out of the Box Entertainment. Paul, what's good with you, buddy?
Hey, I'm doing good, man. Doing good. Trying to adjust this damn camera, man. I got a new camera since college football has been good to me. So splurged a little bit, bought a new camera, but brother, it makes me look like I got fucking lipstick on or some shit. It's so bright, you know? Oh man.
Yeah, you're a boss colored lipstick over there going there, buddy.
Hey, you know.
That's all right. Listen, I'm still stuck in my library. Though Jamie made sure I had this. Jamie gave me, she card blocked me. Boom. Joe Hale says, just stopping by to show some love. Joe, thank you.
Appreciate it.
Joe Hale's one of our great contributors on here. Well, Paul, last week, it was good for you, man. College was my man on fire last week.
I don't know what it is, Mike. I think in college I'm playing with. I'm on fire on college, but how about here's what we do. When we do NFL, take what I say and do the opposite, okay? And you'll win back-to-back days.
Oh, come on, man. You can't be as bad as our buddy John Lee, right? You know, his nickname's The Mush, but I heard he's having a good year.
Hey, Mike, he does that show on the Sully Squad, a little segment called Can You Beat the Mush? My man's on fire. 4 for 5. Brother, he even picked the Bears outright.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So, man. Hey, good for Johnny, man. Good. I tuned in over there to watch over on you guys to watch the Sully Squad. I do it every Monday night, as I will tune in later on tonight when you are doing your Cowboy show, because I always like to hear the division rival talk. So I'm going to be real interested to hear what you have to say.
We're supposed to have a special guest tonight, Mike.
Yeah, who's that?
Dr. Phil. I put a memo out for him to help out a little bit, because that therapy session is definitely needed. But I don't know if he's going to join us, But hey,
I thought of you and Eddie watching that game on Sunday, because I was right there with you. I thought the Cowboys were going to go to Chicago and win, and oh Lord. But let's get back into your picks on Saturday last week. You went 4-0, my brother. 4-0.
Hey, yeah. I tell you, I bumped it up to 5, Mike, because remember that one game we talked about, Texas Tech +3? I took the under because I didn't think, honestly, that game was going to go that high. So I did take the under on my parlay. But on here, I took Texas Tech +3. What a route, Mike. 34-10, man.
Yeah. I couldn't believe that as well.
Yeah.
I kind of went the opposite way on that game. I went with Utah, with them being at home, and they just laid the bigger. But they were the only egg I laid last week, because but I'll get to yours first. You did take Texas Tech plus the 3, and they ended up just running away with that game. Oklahoma minus the 6.5. You won that one.
Oh, that was 27-17. Barely won that one, Mike. Yeah. Well, a win is a win, though.
Yes. BYU plus the 7. But with the 7, you got it. And I'll tell you what. This one here, man, you had me like, I was so mad because I actually jumped on that. I played a parlay and actually took it because it looked good. But that UNLV -2, and then they end up winning by 3. So
yes, 41-38. Mike, I tell you, I was sweating because I was like, I had the paper on my phone, a little copy of it, what we picked, and I'm like, oh, come on, man, I gotta get 4-0. I gotta hit 4-0. And that Miami game was, dude, that I was clinged into that game more than some of the other big games, Mike. Honestly.
I was going back and forth with a lot of them too. Adam C's checking in saying, "What's up, Mike and Paul?"
What's going on, man?
He says Penn State wins against Oregon. We're going to get into that one later, because that's going to, the whiteout is upon us. I I will be doing post game, which means I will be up very late Saturday night into
You will
Sunday
be.
morning,
You will be.
watching that one. I'm going to give you a quick little 3 of mine, or out of my 4. Utah was my only blemish. You know, oh, I'm sorry. No, I went 2-2.
Oh,
I'm
did you?
looking at
Okay.
this. Yeah, I went 2-2. Damn,
I
I
know the
thought
I know the I know the Utah game because you did take Utah. Yeah, I know that one.
yeah, but I also took Nebraska 2.5. They lost by 3. So
Whew.
yeah,
Oh,
so I lost by a half a point on
ah.
that one. But my 2 big winners were Miami -7.5 and Vandy -27.5.
Hey, Mike,
I
ride the
covered.
wagon. Ride the Commodores, brother. Just keep riding them, okay? That's all I'm going to say. Keep riding them, okay?
Holy cow, man! The Commodores. I'm about to go out and buy me a Lionel Richie afro, but but yeah, man. I was sitting back, man, and I was just looking, and Paul, we got some really, really good games on the schedule. Kind of coming up here. Tomorrow night. Kicks off the college weekend. Army at East Carolina. That's a 7:30 game. East Carolina is home favorite by 4. What are you thinking about that?
I mean, I've been on the Army wagon, man. I love their quarterback, and it's time management with that game. Like if they can control the clock, they can beat just about anybody out there. I don't care if you're scoring 50 points; they can slow you down with that offense. But East Carolina, man, I can't. I don't know what they are, Mike. One week they're good, they can score 40. Next week, they're putting up an egg. It's kind of bad. I'd probably stay away from it. But if my hands were tied, I'd take the Army plus the 3.5. But East Carolina prime time is kind of plus 4. I would probably take Army plus 4, Mike, but East Carolina at home on primetime Thursday night. There's just something about these teams that want to play on primetime, and I don't know. I'd probably stay away from it, honestly.
Yeah, me too. I think if I'm looking at everything on here, dude, like I'd probably take the under. Our boy Mikey Papernick checking in saying, "Yo, what's up, buddy?"
Yo.
I would take the under in this game. 52.5.
That's kind of safe though, because Army plays like fundamental football. They're not going to give up 30 points, to a team like this. Army probably could score maybe 20. Yeah, I'd probably say it on like a 20 mid 20 game high. Yeah, I'd probably take the under too. That's a safe one.
Right. I mean, the way they run the ball, I mean,
Right.
they're going to, they're going to get like 4 possessions in the whole game, the way they run the ball. So
exactly, yeah.
Now the Friday night slate's got some pretty good bangers. They're going to kick it off at 7:00 with Florida State going to Virginia. Florida State's a 7-point favorite. I'm going to read them off. The next one's at 9:00, which I do believe you can watch on your local Fox. I believe that's a Fox game. TCU at Arizona State. Arizona State's a modest 3-point home favorite.
We'll save that game, Mike. I might have that on my list this week.
Yeah. And then Houston is going to play Oregon State, and Houston is a 13.5-point favorite. That's your Friday night slates of games. So
Houston's been good. They've been scoring, Mike. They've been looking pretty damn good. I like their quarterback, the way they play. I like Houston, but man, I tell you what, I don't know. Friday night games, Mike, you stay away from sometimes, man.
Hey, Ricky, how are you? Mike saying Oklahoma losing their starting QB. I assume that's a big loss. Yeah.
John Mateer's out. But
It's
a finger. It's a finger. It's a finger is all it is. I mean, he hit his finger there. They're saying he can still spin the ball, but you got to have him to score points. It's only 1 to 2 weeks. He had surgery yesterday, but I think he'll be back within 2 weeks. I mean, I think they can right the ship. Oklahoma's QB University, Mike. We know that,
Yeah. And you know what? Like looking at these Friday night slates of games, it would probably be good to watch, but I don't see anything worth betting here. I really don't. Like, even if you're looking at like Florida, Virginia, the over-unders total is 60. The over-under for TCU and Arizona is 54.5. And then the Houston one is 47. So, and like, to me, I don't see no, no value, with your pick for any of those games.
I have one of the games that you mentioned, Mike. We'll talk about it when we get to college football. That's the only game. Because this weekend, I looked at the whole slate, Mike, and I'm like, you know what? I've been riding this, high wave here. I'm going to try to continue. I'm going to find some good, good value, to hopefully we can make some people some shekels, as you say, so let's try it. But one of those games I do have on the slate when we talk about college.
Well, all right. So I'm going to go into Saturday because all my games are Saturday. I didn't take no Friday night, no Thursday night. My games are Saturday. So I'm actually hitting the these Saturday games. A couple interesting ones, I guess, if you're looking like a low level bet, like Duke and Syracuse right now.
Mike,
Hughes
are you,
is
wait, Mike, are you reading my mind or something? Seriously, did I send you over my picks or something? Because
no,
you
no.
that might be on there too, Mike.
I was looking at it, and the Hughes are 5.5-point dogs at home.
Yeah, yeah,
I was like,
I know,
whoa.
I know. I think I
Um,
circled that one. I might have circled that one for the people out there.
well, I'll tell you, my first one that I circled. My first one I circled was this one: Louisville -4.5 at Pittsburgh. I am jumping all over Louisville in this one. Pittsburgh is just horrible.
Yeah, but they play better at home, Mike. I mean, they lost, the backyard brawl away. They at home they're a little bit different team. They do play a little bit different, but Louisville is that team that I haven't put my finger on yet either. So I don't know. To me, I don't think Pittsburgh can score. Honestly, really don't.
No, Pittsburgh can't score. Louisville can, and
Yeah,
Louisville got a nice defensive line. I think that can kind of shut them down. I think 4.5 points is too low.
yeah.
To be honest with you, I think that should be up a little bit more, but I jumped on it. I jumped on Louisville. Interesting game, your squad too. Notre Dame also only a 4.5-point favorite at Arkansas.
I'm staying away, Mike. I'm staying away. I've learned in the NFL, don't bet my team. And Notre Dame, I still don't know what the identity is, Mike. I really don't. I mean, Purdue, I can't take value of what they did with Purdue last week. I don't know. And Texas A&M, Arkansas, man, they can run you out of the building. They can run you. They have a
Yeah.
nice running back combo, that can put up 200 yards a game. And Notre Dame really struggles with the defense on the run game. I'm staying away, even if it's 4.5, Mike. I'm staying away. I'm staying away from that game.
Another interesting game too. Big Ten matchup: Rutgers at Minnesota. Minnesota's only a 5-point favorite at home.
Yeah,
Again, they're another team to me. You want to talk about Jekyll and Hyde?
yeah.
One week they look like world beaters. The next week they go out and get smoked. Another good one too. That I was looking at the early slate. Is UFC and Kansas State.
I think anybody can beat Kansas State right now, Mike. Honestly,
Yeah, UFC's getting 6 points though.
that's what I mean. I might just throw a couple extra on there because I think they can score in Kansas State, man. I mean, God, I'm surprised they are allowed even to stay in the league right now. Honestly, how bad they are, really.
This another is a Big Ten matchup that I'm actually going to try to watch if I can find it. It should be on Big Ten Network. USC travels to Champaign. I think that might be the game at Fox, if I remember correctly. I think that might be the Fox noon game.
Okay.
I want to watch this because I want to see how Illinois bounces back after that thrashing that Indiana put on them last week.
Yes.
I want to see how they respond. Illinois is they are a 6.5-point home dog to USC. USC ranked 25th coming in.
What time's this game at, Mike? This is what
noon.
time's this game?
Noon
See,
on Saturday.
I'll take Illinois on a bounce back here because USC coming across country, they don't play great in mid games between 12 and 3. Anything after like 3:30, they play good, especially nighttime games. I'll jump on that Illinois. I'll give the points. I'll give you points on USC on that one. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't trust USC. USC doesn't play well coming east. I don't. I can't remember them. I think the only time I remember them is when they had all the stars. I remember they did come to Penn State one year and actually beat Penn State there at a night game. Again, it was a night game, but they came east.
Yeah.
My Vandy Commodores are 22.5-point favorites over Utah State.
Take the Vandies, take the Commodores.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I am going to get me a Vanderbilt hat this weekend or next weekend. I will have a Commodores hat.
Mike, I'll make you a deal. If the Commodores cover that, what is it, 22.5?
Yeah.
All right. If they cover next week on the show, I will wear a Vanderbilt Commodore shirt just for you, brother, because you're 4-0 with them, man.
Yeah, man. I like them. I mean, they're always like my extra bet. I have my 3 main bets, and then hold on. What's it? Vandy -22. So I got to maybe write this down. Vandy -22.5. I am all over that train, dude. I want them to win the ACC. Here you go. There's a pretty good matchup in that crazy. I guess the MAC, Eastern Michigan at Central Michigan. Those are usually pretty good games, shootouts. Over unders 54 in that game.
Hey, I got to go with the Chippewas, man. I just love the name, the Chippewas. I got to go with the Chippewas. I don't know
Yeah.
much about Eastern, Michigan, but I'll tell you what, I like the Chippewas. I'll go Chippewas.
Okay. Another good one too. Kind of in those, kind of in like the same realm as the MAC. James Madison hosting Georgia Southern. Georgia Southern is a 17.5 point. They're a dog on the road at James Madison. That's a 1:30 game. That's the first time I've seen a football game start at 1:30, but in college they got some weird ass times.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's usually 12, like 2:30, 3:30. Well, those 3 o'clock, I've never seen like a 1:30 game.
This one's a 1:30 game, and then literally the next one on the slate is like Arkansas State at UL Monroe, and it's like 3:05. I guess they got to wait for first pitch.
I guess so. Yeah, I guess so. I don't know about Georgia Southern. I haven't watched them. James Madison, I have seen quite a few times. 17 points, man. I don't know. I probably stay away, Mike, because I don't know Georgia Southern. Those HBCU teams. I really don't watch a lot of it, so I couldn't even predict it, honestly.
I'll tell you, here's another one. Battle of Ohio. Akron at Toledo. Toledo's a 3-touchdown favorite at home.
I watched a little Toledo last week. Toledo actually can score, man. Those little green, what are they? With a green rock or some shit like that, whatever the hell they are. Toledo, I forgot what the hell they are, but they can score, Mike. I kind of like Toledo in this one.
Okay. Auburn, here you go. 3:30 slate kicks off.
Yeah.
Here you go. Auburn at A&M. They go to College Station. They are a 6.5 point dog on the road. They're getting 6 points. Auburn is 6.5, actually.
Listen, if Texas A&M can throw the ball like they did last week, the Concepcion, as a wide receiver, and I believe the Carver, whatever his name was, that if they play that way, the way they play against Notre Dame, they can beat Auburn outright big. But Auburn, man, these SEC games, I don't know, Mike. I mean, you can be low scoring, but I would probably take A&M right now. But coming off a big emotional win versus Notre Dame, it can go sideways.
Yeah. I got the Nobody Cares Bowl up next with Baylor visiting Oklahoma State. Baylor's a 3-touchdown favorite on the road.
You know what? Yeah. Take it, Mike, because Gundy, Icon Gundy got fired this week. Mike Gundy got fired this week from Oklahoma State. I don't know what their identity is. I mean, but who knows? You play for a new coach. You play for a new – I don't know. Baylor, 21 – was it 21 you said, Mike?
21.
That's a lot of points, man. That's a lot of points to give up, though. The identity
is not but
Oklahoma State, though, right now.
Yeah, but Oklahoma State ain't nothing more than a punching bag. So
that is true.
They're a punching bag. The next one up on that slate for college, Cal at Boston College, kind of inner rivalry, or not rivalry, but I guess inner league games, I guess, because you got the Pac-10 and then the ACC kind of getting together for this one.
Yeah.
The Eagles are a 6.5 point favorite at home. Again, you got Cal flying across country to take them on. I think that's going to be. I think that should be a pretty decent game. Over under, and that's 52.
I'd probably stay away from it. I'd probably go under. I don't think Boston. I mean, Cal. I don't think coming across country, can score. Plus, they really haven't scored a lot anyway. I'd probably take BC.
Here's another one that interests me. Again, kind of couple smaller schools when it comes to football. This matchup really intrigues me. It really does. UConn going to Buffalo. UConn is a 4-point favorite at Buffalo. Buffalo usually plays pretty damn good at home. The Bulls are usually pretty good at home. I kind of like this matchup. This is a 3:30 matchup coming, going up there. I'm going to be honest with you, Paul, on this game. I kind of like Buffalo at home with the points. To me, I mean, UConn just went down and they were heavy favorites against Delaware. Delaware kind of ran all over them, and Buffalo kind of almost built the same way as Delaware is, and Delaware was able to kind of take them to the woodshed a little bit.
What's the spread of this game, Mike? Because this game, I think, probably can be in the high 50s, early 60s. I think both teams will score on this one.
This one, the over and under is 48.5.
I'm definitely taking the over on this one. I like how both teams play on offense. I think it's going to be one of those games where it's just going to who can stop the other team first. Honestly, I like both teams
or whoever has the ball last.
Basically, right? Yeah. I mean, as long as I get past 48, I'm good with this one. But I think it's definitely over. And I like what you said too. I'll take the points too.
Yeah. Then we got another 3:30 battle. Indiana after their shellacking of
Love this
Illinois.
game. Love this game. I got this one on mine too. It's mine.
-7.5 going to Iowa.
Yep.
Woo.
Yeah.
I like the under. I will say that I like the under. Indiana's not putting up 63 this week.
No, definitely not. Definitely not.
That Iowa defense is still nasty and can still get after you. And as I tease my buddy John Barchard every year, I say, over under 5 offensive touchdowns for Iowa throughout the year.
Yes.
I kind of like this game going forward. I think 7.5 might be a little too much, though. I'm if I were to bet this game, I would do the under definitely. But if I had to go, either -7.5 with Indiana or 7.5 with Iowa, I would take the 7.5 with Iowa. Iowa plays really, really inspired at home, man. They're tough to beat there, and I'm not saying Indiana won't win, but I don't think they're going to beat them by 7.5. I would be really surprised. Kurt Ferentz usually has his guys ready to go, and especially at home.
Yeah, that's true.
You got a little SEC battle going on there, also at 3:30, as LSU travels to Ole Miss in a battle of top 25 teams.
The only way I'm taking LSU, taking Ole Miss if Jackson Dart can come back. That's the only way I'm going to take Ole Miss right now.
Well, listen, I don't know, man. Vegas is thinking something because right now LSU is a +1.5 in this game.
Yeah, that's weird. The Vegas lines, I tell you, something they know something, Mike. Like we talked last time, they know what's going on because there's something outlined in this game. I don't know what it is. I was looking at it earlier today. And I was looking at LSU's roster. There's no, injury reports, anything. And I know it's still Wednesday coming into Saturday. They don't have to relay it till Friday, but there's something, man. I don't know what it is. Ole Miss only 1.5. That's kind of weird. That's weird.
Yeah, Ole Miss is a 1.5 point favorite. Like you would think LSU would be a favorite more on that one. I'm going to watch that line a little bit. Like that would be one that like I would watch up until about, I don't know, say 2:30 Saturday, and then you look and just see where that's going to go because that line, like you said, there's something up with that line there.
Yeah, there's certain games I stay away from. Like beginning of the week, I'll look at like, well, this is a weird line. I might jump on it. But then you Saturday right before the game. That's why a lot of people ask me like, oh, you didn't tell me that bet, brother. I just picked it 5 minutes ago. I looked at the line. There's a swing there. You got to look at that.
Yeah. This is an odd one too. Ohio State ventures out to Washington. And the Huskies are an 8-point dog at home. Only 8 points against the number 1 ranked team in the nation.
You know what? I think Ohio State routes them this week, Mike, because due to the fact Penn State's playing in the whiteout this week, of course, and they got to put up style points. They have to stay ahead of the rankings with Penn State. So I think they route Washington this week. 8.5 is not enough. I'm thinking maybe at least 13 to 15 right here.
Okay. Other notable games on the 3:30 slate, you have UCLA traveling to Chicago to play Northwestern. Northwestern is a 6.5 point favorite in that game. That's all I need to know right about UCLA if they are a 6.5 point dog going to play Northwestern.
Yeah, exactly.
Another one, my Utah Utes are heading to Morgantown to take on West Virginia.
Bounce back, Mike. Do they do it?
I don't know, man, because they're a favorite, a 12.5 point favorite in that game. I don't know about that one.
I don't know.
You got the Battle of New Mexico kicking off at 4:00. I'm trying to go down here, just trying to get to the 7:30 games here. You have Arizona at Iowa State starting at 7. Iowa State is at home. The Cyclones are at home. -6.5 over Arizona. I kind of like that one. Southern Miss against Jacksonville State. Southern Miss 4-point favorite. This one is kind of getting me too. 7:00 Saturday night. Memphis at Florida Atlantic. Memphis is a 13.5 point favorite.
Memphis can score though, man. I watched that game last week. They can score. God, what's the over in that one, Mike?
The over-under that was 63.5.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That game's going to be a high, man. That's scary, though. I mean, I know Memphis can score, too, but
so can Florida Atlantic.
But you're relying on both teams to score 35, basically. Like, oh, man, that's a shootout in many eyes. But I don't know. I mean, that's a game probably I'll just watch, honestly.
We have the big battle in the SEC come 7:30 as Bama travels to Georgia. 3 points. Basically calling it a pick 'em there. That one. That is one of my games this week.
Ooh, I can't wait to hear what that one, Mike. I'm leaning toward a play, but I'm not going to stay with that because Bama. I don't know what Bama is, man. Honestly, I don't know. Georgia's routed and they've won some close games, so I don't know how to predict this game. But I do have my side. I can't wait till you tell me which way you're going on that one.
Yeah, matter of fact, I'll give you all three of my games. I got Louisville minus the 4.5.
Okay.
On Saturday afternoon, I took the Georgia Bulldogs minus the 3. To me, Alabama has not shown me something that convinces me that they're going to go into Athens and beat the Dogs.
Okay. You got it at what, -3, you said, Mike?
-3, that's what it is. Okay. Yeah. And my third game, I am going with those Penn State Nittany Lions at -3.5. They are going to be roasting some duck in Happy Valley. And I'll tell you what, as much as people say Penn State hasn't played anybody, Oregon had real trouble for about 3 quarters with Northwestern's defense.
Yep.
They are going to see a defense a lot better than Northwestern's this week. And they also had to play Oregon State last week. So it was like Penn State's been sitting home, kind of waiting on them to come in. So, for the whiteout game, I think Penn State will cover the 3.5. I think they beat them probably by about 7 to 10 in there. But I think it's going to be a competitive game because Oregon can score.
Yeah.
I just think Penn State got a better defense than Oregon.
I agree. I mean, I think I'm going to go Penn State. I have them as my fourth parlay, my fourth leg of my parlay.
My fourth. You already know what my fourth is. It was Vandy minus 22.
Of course it is, Mike. Of course it's going to be Vandy, brother. We know that,
All right, so you got PSU.
Penn State, Penn State, I'm definitely going to go. That's my fourth game. I'm definitely going to go there. I mean, last year I went to the whiteout game for Ohio State, but 12 o'clock game pissed me off. It's not a whiteout game at 12 o'clock at noon. This game is going to be rocking. I can't wait to see this game here. So I think Penn State, I don't think it's going to be a rout, Mike. I think it's going to be a 7 to 8 point game, Penn State, but I think they do cover. My other one, Arizona State +3 versus TCU. I like the way Arizona State's playing right now. I got Arizona State winning this game close. I think they do cover it, probably like late field goal, maybe something.
What was the point? What was the point spread on that one?
I got +3.
+3. Okay.
Yep, I got Arizona State +3.
Okay.
And we talked about this game earlier, Mike. Duke -5 versus Syracuse. I'm all about the orange right here. I'm all about the orange. I'm taking the orange, and I'm on the flip side of you. I'm taking Indiana -7. I believe in the Hoosiers, man. I believe in the Hoosiers this year. Something about that team. They can score. They can play D. If they can put up 21 points, they're winning this game by 7, Mike. Iowa can't put up 14 points. They can't. It's not
that's true. They can't put up 14 points, but
they can hold you to 14.
But here's the thing. They're going to hold Indiana to 14, but they're going to score 1 touchdown and kick 3 field goals. And they're going to win the game 16-14.
You're right about that. You're right about. I think that's a safe bet with Iowa every week, Mike. I think we should look into that. Under 1.5 touchdowns, over 3 field goals a game. I think we should start looking at that with Iowa. That might be one of our prop bets from now on.
Dude, you know what's bad?
We can't bet it on PA though. We can't bet that PA though.
Nope,
we can't do
it. I tried betting something and it was like you're not allowed to bet that in your state. I'm going, wait a minute. We have betting rights, but we can't bet on a college team to make a field goal.
California sent me every Friday night. We text back and forth. He's like, "I got this." I'm like, "Stop sending me shit like that. I can't bet player props in PA, dude. I can't do it." He's like, I just can't do it.
Yeah, college player props, we can't do it. That stinks. But
so
all right, so just to read off of what you have, you got Indiana -7.5 because that's what the line 7.5. Cuse +5.5.
Yep.
ASU +3.
Yep.
PSU -3.5.
Yep.
All right, man. Mine is Louisville -4.5, Georgia -3, Penn State -3.5, and Vandy -22.5. So that is our college as we are looking for right now. Now we got to move
Okay, Mike,
into.
I'm signing off, buddy. I'll see you next week, brother. Okay. I'm signing off, dude.
Me and Paul are combined 8-12 in pro football picks. But hey, we keep it real with you guys. I mean, seriously, like we don't claim to be winning millions of dollars, and
No, I win on Saturday, but I give it back to charity on Sunday, Mike. That's what I do.
At least you win on Saturday. I think the last time I hit on any type of football parlay was like a Thursday. It was opening night. Opening night was the last time I did anything.
Yeah,
and trust me, it was $1 parlay.
Right. We talked backstage, Mike. It's so bad where, on Monday night, I took a 16-game single game parlay and missed by one. You did the same thing on one leg, too. That's how bad it's become on the NFL betting for me right now.
Listen, Sunday, I will say this. I had one of the worst, I do the touchdown parlays for $1. And I had the worst luck of picking guys on Sunday. I'm watching Red Zone, and I'm like, I go literally, it got to a point where I used to do one from each team that was playing. Like, all right, who's going to score for this guy? Okay, it's gotten so bad, Paul, that I'm starting to skip games. Like, I get to a game and go, I don't know who's going to score here, dude. So I'm just skipping this game. Like the Panthers game, the only person I know that's going to really score, or that I think that he can remember scoring for Carolina, is Chuba Hubbard and Tommy Tremble. Well, Tommy Tremble had great odds. I watch a highlight and they kind of go to the game. Tommy Tremble catches a ball with inside the 5-yard line. There's nobody around him. I'm like, oh, this is great. My man's going to score. Boom. Blade of grass comes up. He Daniel Jones it. Goes out of bounds. I'm like, Chuba Hubbard runs it in the next play.
Yeah, it's something about the NFL, Mike. It's something about the NFL for us this year. I mean, honestly, I usually get 50-50 on, pro ball. But I tell you what, Mike, I'm down in the red range from 30% below this year, honestly.
Yeah, I'm so bad I owe points.
Exactly. Vegas is giving me free money to play because they know I'll lose that too,
Yeah, this is crazy. Well, anyway, it gets started tomorrow night. An NFC West battle kicks us off tomorrow night, Paul. In the desert, Seattle visits the desert. Cardinals are a slight 1.5-point favorites in this game. If I'm going to pick the game, I'm going to go with the home team. I'm not sold on Seattle's defense. I do know
Connor's out now. Connor's out for the year.
I know.
That's a huge advantage there too. I mean, I don't know, but I don't know.
Listen, whatever they were going to get from Connor, Kyler Murray's going to run. I just don't see them stopping Kyler Murray. I'll tell you, they got a nice little three-headed wide receiver out there with Wilson, Harrison, Wilson, and what the hell's the other guy's name? It's slipping my mind.
Yeah, it's trying to blank my mind too.
Yeah, but they have the 3 wide receivers. Plus, they got Trey McBride as a tight end. So they have weapons.
Who is the Cardinals' backup, Mike, running back?
I'm about to look. Hold on.
I didn't even look it up, actually. A friend of mine just texted me today. I forgot the name. I was in the barbershop for the first time in a year and a half, and I'm just listening to him, and he said he picked up the Cardinals' running back backup. I don't know who the hell it even was.
Let's see. It's Marvin Harrison. I'm looking right here. Mario Camaro or DeMarcado. Emery DeMarcado. It looks like he's the running back. I have them up here. The Arizona players. Let me see. This one just has their picture.
Trey Benson.
Oh, Trey. Oh, yeah. There he is. Okay.
I just look at my text from him. Trey Benson. Yeah, he was he from Florida State, wasn't he?
I believe.
A couple years ago.
They got Marvin Harrison, Trey McBride, Michael Wilson. I'm looking for the other. Xavier Weaver's one. Jacoby Brissett's their backup. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I didn't even know he went out there. Zay Jones. Zay Jones is their other wide receiver.
He's out though. He's out.
Yeah, he's out. Oh, Greg Dortch. That's the guy I was thinking of. It was Dortch, Wilson, and Harrison.
Okay. Yeah.
Every time I take Michael Smith or Michael Wilson from out there, Dortch always seems to get the touchdown.
Yeah, a couple weeks ago you took. Was it last week or the week before you took Wilson? I think
took Wilson. Yeah. It turned my. I think it was a five leg parlay. and I added Wilson like under the end there, and like it turned my parlay like crazy amount of money for like $2. Like it
I
was
mean, it can't be worse than
like,
mine.
yeah.
CD gets injured on the first damn set. You know what I mean? Like that's how bad my parlays have been for TDs. You know.
All right. Well, that's the Thursday game. We kind of gave it early game. That's right. We have a breakfast game this week as Pittsburgh and Minnesota get kicked off over in Ireland. As the Steelers get robbed of a home game. I guess that's the new thing now, right?
Yeah, people have been in flames up here for that one. They're like, this is BS. We pay for the home games and we get minus. Well, you guys minus the game in Brazil, last year. So you know how it feels.
And we're going to get minus again next year because the Eagles are playing in Australia next year.
Oh, the down under game, huh?
The down under game, yeah. So that's going to be lovely. Hopefully, it's the Cowboys too. Again,
they haven't said who it is, though, right?
No, but I know the Eagles are one of them. But our ninth game is going to Sydney or Perth or wherever the hell it is down there. But anyway, yeah. So 9:30 a.m. kickoff on NFL Network. Steelers and Vikings. Steelers are a modest 2.5 point. They're underdogs in this game. They are underdogs in this game.
I mean, the way Minnesota played last week, Mike, I mean, they're taking into credit that too, with the way they looked last week. Pittsburgh, I don't think their defense is okay, but their offense is suspicious to me. Going overseas too. I mean, depending on when they're leaving, if they're leaving for Sunday game, if they're leaving, they should have been there already, compensate for that lag jet there. But I don't know, man. I would probably take Minnesota in this one, honestly. You said it was -2?
Yeah, -2.5.
These aren't high-powered scoring games. They're always low-scoring games overseas too. Like it takes time to get your feet wet. I'll go Minnesota -2. I'll take it.
I don't know, man. I just leave this one alone.
Yeah.
I don't like the number, the spread. I don't like the over and under. Over and under's at 41.
Yeah, it's gonna be low. Yeah.
Yeah, and I if you think it's going to be low, then they may get a shootout. You know what I mean? So
yeah, this one here you're expecting a 2017 game. Like that might be halftime right there. You never know.
Right. Next one, Carolina Panthers going to Foxborough. They are
5.5, right?
5.5. Yeah, and believe it or not, that's one of my picks. That's one of my NFL picks. I jumped on the Carolina
Hold on a
Panthers.
second. Do you have a camera in my room or something, Mike?
You took the same one, huh?
Yeah, I did.
I did too. And you know what? You can actually kind of double bag off of this too. I would take Carolina with the 5.5, and I'll tell you right now, I'm definitely going the under in this game because to me, I'm sorry, that Patriots offense is sorry.
What is the under, Mike? I didn't even look at the under, honestly.
43 points.
Yeah, I don't think Carolina's going to back-to-back a 30-point game. I really don't. Patriots, they're not going to give you anything, honestly.
Listen, the Patriots' whole offense is Ramon Stevenson, the other rookie running back that's up there, Trayvon Henderson.
Yeah, that's it. That's all they have.
No, and Hunter Henry. They have no wideouts up there. I mean, Diggs is basically useless. So.
I mean, you look at this game. Even if the Panthers put up 25 or high 20s, Patriots aren't going to probably give you 10, 15 points. I might take the under too. I might flip that too, Mike, and just go who I picked there and go, the over under as well. I think I might do that.
Yeah, it'd be a nice little combo, I think, for that one. Another good one, Detroit. They are 10-point favorites at home against the Browns.
Man, I don't know, man. The Browns, God, their defense is playing, Mike.
I
don't know. At 10 points, man. But Detroit, God, I mean, they are NASCAR this year. They are scoring everywhere. On the ground, 4 touchdowns on the ground last night or a couple nights ago. And they can throw it out. They didn't have to throw the ball. Man, I might take that -10, Mike. I kind of like this team right now. I think speed kills defenses, man. Speed, you can't tackle what you can't catch. I might take Detroit minus that 10, Mike.
Yeah, this is another one I might double up on. I kind of agree with you. I'd take Detroit at home minus the 10, and I would also go over the 44.5 because they could put up. I mean, come on. I'm going to be honest with you. Like, the Ravens defense is kind of right there with the Browns defense, and they put 38 up on them.
You're right.
You know what I mean? So
you're only asking the Browns to score 10 to 12 points. That's all you're really asking here. So
right.
I might take that over as well. I might now, Mike. Now you convinced me. I might just go ahead and throw a couple combos on that with the over.
Yeah. I'm actually.
Over here.
Yeah, I haven't did combo bets in a while,
Me
but
either.
like it's presenting itself, this week here.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a lot of good combo bets that you could probably do.
Mhm.
Next one, 1 p.m. in the Meadowlands. Chargers come east. They are a 6.5 point favorite at the Giants.
Now I'm curious where you're going with this one, Mike. I'm curious because I got to weigh on this one too. I'm curious what you're going with.
I took the Giants 2 out of the 3 weeks.
I did too. I took them
And
last
guess
week.
what? I'm going to take them I'm going to take them 3 times out of 4 because again, you have the Chargers coming across, but they're going to be injected with life. Jackson Dart's going to be making his first start. And I'll tell you what, I think he's not going to throw the ball like Moonball Wilson throws the ball. And guess what? If they're going to run a draw, this kid's not going to run into the line. So I'm kind of little pumped for Giants fans on this one. I think they're going to see their first win. I think the Giants are going to win this game, and I think it's going to be an upset. I think they're going to beat them outright. The Chargers to me look very, very one-dimensional, and they lost Najee Harris for the season.
Yeah.
So now they got to go with Omario Hampton for the rest of the year, the rest of the way. And I'm not sold, man. Keenan Allen looks old. I watched a good bit of them in Denver a week ago, and if that Giants pass rush can get in the way of Justin Herbert's going to have a long day at MetLife Stadium, and you know what? They're due for it. They're not, and I think it's the Giants' time. The Giants, like I said, their defense, has been really keeping them in certain games. I mean, he only gave up 21 points to Washington.
Mm-hmm.
They had the crazy game with you guys, and then they gave up 22 last week to the to Kansas City. So, maybe this kid injects some life in them. I'm still going to be stubborn until they win. I believe in the New York Giants. I'm going to take them and the 6.5 with 6.5 points. So, I mean, it's not one of my picks. It's just that's something that I'm taking.
I agree with you 100%. I think Jackson Dart, just like you see, you hit the nail on the head. He's not going to throw the moon ball. We know that. It's not going to be the deep ball right off the jump, 3-step, 5-step drop. We're not going to see that. But what the kid does, he brings that moxie to extend the pocket outright, and he can use his legs as the last, momentum there. But I think, Mike, this game is not going to be throwing the ball a lot. I think this game is a huge Cam Scatterboo game. I really do. I think they're going to put the ball in his hands, let him run it, build the box up, and then let Jackson Dart throw the ball downfield. I think Neighbors is happy about this because, Mike, Jackson Dart can move. Okay, we know that. Russell can move a certain way, but Jackson Dart can move. He can extend the pocket out for 3 to 4 seconds. You're not covering Malik Neighbors, Wan'Dale Robinson, Slayton for 3 or 4 seconds. He's gonna find them open. This is gonna be Ole Miss football in a kind of a way. Lane Kiffin is like, this is what I built the kid to do. I think the Giants outright, Mike. This is one of my games. I'll take the 6.5 Giants. I'll say it right now.
Nice,
I'm taking the Giants 6.5.
All right, cool. Paul, I got to pay some bills real quick. So,
yes, sir.
All right. Again, guys, coming up just a little bit over following us at 8 o'clock, the Gridiron Weekly, our gang from the western side of the state. That's right, Bill and the gang. They will be doing Gridiron Weekly. They will be talking you guys as well. So make sure you guys tune in for that. Just a little bit later, Pat and Steve, that's right, the Attacking Third, they will be joining us as well. And right after them, that's right, his final night before he goes away and, and comes back on Sunday, Matty B will be joining you at 10 o'clock. He will be taking you up into the midnight hour. So make sure you guys stay tuned in for that. The Phillies schedule, that's the Minnesota series. But yeah, Steve will be with you guys tonight on the Fighting's Final. Me and him switched last night. Again, big game, whiteout edition. That's right, the Happy Valley Huddle right after the final whistle on Saturday. So make sure you guys tune in for that. Sunday morning, that's right, it's me and Pat and Al, P&M in the AM. Your Sunday mornings will never be the same. Hopefully you can keep your coffee down while me and Pat argue left and right. And for everything else, guys, this is our lineup right here. We have a ton of stuff coming. We actually have one show's about to get rearranged. got another one coming. So make sure you guys tune in, as one Matthew B said last night. All right, Paul, we're going to jump right back into this because my next game up on the slate, Buffalo Bills hosting those New Orleans Saints. New Orleans is a 15.5-point dog in this game.
There's always a saying, Mike, in the NFL, you don't take anything plus 12.5 over, but 15.5 sounds kind of safe to me. It really does with this game here. Buffalo, the Saints, I don't think they score over 10 this week, Mike. Oh, really? I don't think they do. I think Buffalo routs them probably by 20, honestly. I really do.
I was about to say you could give me the Saints in 30 and I still wouldn't take them in this game. No, I would not do that. We're going to jump along here with this. Eagles travel to Tampa to take on the Buccaneers. Now, big blow for the Eagles today. Nolan Smith moved to IR, so he will be missing the next 4 weeks. But Tampa Bay also,
Mike
Evans is also out in this game, and no Chris Godwin. So basically, they're going to have Ibuka and Sterling Shepard as their starting wide receivers, along with what's his name, Bucky Irvin as the running back. So I don't know how this game's going to turn out. I really, truly don't.
This is interesting.
It's a 3.5. Eagles are 3.5-point favorites, which is odd because of how good Tampa's been against them. They've beaten us twice. The last 2 times we played them, they beat us last year. They knocked us out of the playoffs the year before. So the last time the Eagles won was actually 22 down there. So that was kind of the last time, the Eagles beat them. Or was it 20 or 23? I'm sorry, 23. They beat them early in the season, kind of like this weekend. They were up there for that game. So they always seem to play Tampa like week 3 or week 4 down there.
Yeah, it's always early.
It's always early, and it's always a 1:00 game, like smoldering hot. So
yeah, that's the advantage I have for the Bucs there. Even though Mike Evans is out and Bukaay can play ball, he's got 3 TDs so far this early in the season as a rookie. But the one thing is, Mike, that heat, man, it's going to be 100 degrees down there. That's the one factor playing that down there. Also, is the way Baker Mayfield looks, man. If they keep this close going into the fourth quarter, the last drive, I got all money on Tampa Bay right there to come down and score. Unless it's going to be a Jordan Davis blocked field goal again. But Tampa, man, it's going to be a close game. Like I'm, even though I want the Eagles to lose, I'll stay away from this game because these are 2 teams that know each other, that can play ball together, and it's going to be a hard-fought game. I'm going to stay away from this, but I'd probably take the Eagles right now, still minus the 3.5, based on what they have and the way they look last week. They're putting it together, Mike. They're getting the ball downfield. After that second half, Howie went out and got a new OC, it seems like, like to start throwing the ball. And to me, if they can do that, you can pick your poison. You can have Barkley run, lights out, or you can throw the ball downfield. And Goddard's 100% now, correct?
Yes. Yeah,
I'll probably take the Eagles minus. But that 3.5 is weird, though. I like a 3-point game. I don't like a 3.5. But that 3.5 is a field goal, Mike. Plus, a point, a shave over a field goal. That's kind of weird to me.
Yeah, but here's what I did. I'm not touching the line with that. I'm not doing it straight up either, but I'm taking the over. The over is 43.5.
I think that's safe. I think the Eagles can put up, 20, 30. I'm going to say mid 30, maybe mid 25, right around there. And I do think Tampa Bay can score.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like Tampa's going to put up 17. I look at Tampa putting up anywhere between 17 to 24 points.
Agreed.
And I think the Birds can put up 17 to 24 points. So this 43 is a steal. So now what isn't a steal is this next game. We got 2 more games finishing the 1:00 slate, and then we'll get into the.
I never thought I could see a minus 30 game in the NFL, but I'm probably going to see one by Sunday morning, Mike. Yeah.
I'm looking at this one. The Houston Texans are a touchdown favorite over the Tennessee Titans. The over/under in this game is 38.5.
2 teams that can't score, Mike. 2 teams that can't score.
I am half tempted to throw like a shekel down on a parlay and just take Tennessee with the 7 because I don't see Houston beating anybody.
No.
I really don't. And they just got C.J. Gardner-Johnson. They gave him his walking papers
Yes.
after 3 games. I'm waiting to see who else from that team's going to start getting cut. They can't score. Nick Chubb looks like a shell of his former self.
Yep.
They're just bad. They just look bad all over the place, man. Yeah. I wouldn't. If I would, I'm being honest. I would take the Titans plus 7, and if you're going to do a combo, Titans plus 7 under 38.5 because neither one of these teams can score. And if they're going to give you a touchdown, I'd rather take the touchdown than be short a touchdown.
Yeah, I kind of like that. If I'm going to get, I like how you said it, Mike. That's the way to bet right there. You two teams that can't score 10. Whoever scores 10 points wins this game, Mike. Let's put it that way. And you're getting 7 off the jump. Well, guess what? You won 7-3, no matter what. So I'll take the plus 7 and definitely the under. Yeah.
Another game that's kind of interesting. This is the last one of the 1:00 slate games. Washington visiting Atlanta. Yeah. Washington a slight 1-point favorite in this game.
Yeah, I'm gonna play this game, Mike. I'll tell you when we talk about it. I'll play this game. I kind of like this game. It's kind of interesting to me. Kind of curious how you want to roll with this game because I might surprise you with this game. Honestly, I'm going with a couple dogs this week.
I would probably go under in this game, under 45, because to me the Commanders are hit or miss. They'll have a good week, and then the next week they have a not so good week. Atlanta.
That's the same thing with Atlanta. That's the same thing with Atlanta. Yeah.
Atlanta's the same way, but Atlanta's at home this week, and they just got shut out the week before by Carolina. Yeah. So my safe bet is Washington doesn't really play well on the road. So far we've only had one sample size of it. Mm-hmm. They went to Green Bay and got shellacked. Yep. And to me, they weren't really they were impressive against the Raiders to a point. But, I mean, their first home game, they only scored 21 points. They had a bad Giants team. And, to me, if they're going to go to Atlanta, I don't feel safe with the Commanders on the road. So, if anything, I take the point and the under in this game. I would go with Atlanta in this game.
Okay. I'm going Falcons. This game. I'll give you mine. I'm going Falcons plus 1.5 here. I like the Falcons. Last week was just a bad game versus a bad team, 30-0. Commanders, Mariota. I don't know if Jane Daniels is going to be 100% healthy. Steve on the last night AMC's War Room said he's fine. He should be, ready to play. There was a thing about Terry McLaurin being out. Steve actually did a jersey signing with his company does that. He said he's totally fine. He's playing, but I don't think the Falcons can have back-to-back games, Mike, like that. I think they can outscore the Commanders here, and plus I'm getting 1.5. I'll take the Falcons at home. Okay. I'll take them. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's the end of the 4:00 games, or the end of the 1:00 games. 4:00 games, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 1:00 games, so I'm going to run through them real quick. I think probably, all 3 of these, 3 to 4 are really good. I'm going to go with the least favorite 4:00 game right now, which is the Chicago Bears are The Bears are a 1-point dog going to Vegas next week. And from looking at those two teams a week ago, I would jump all over the Bears and the points because I'm sorry, Geno Smith looks like the Geno Smith of when he was with the Jets. He looks lost, confused, can't throw the ball, and he's trying to get his tight ends killed.
Agree. He's putting balls out there just for wide receivers to get smashed. Not leading them, but leading them the wrong way. I like the Bears here, Mike. I do. They don't have to do much. Plus, they have the weapons. Simplify the game. Let Caleb Williams play ball here. I like the Bears here. I like the Bears over the Raiders.
And I think the Bears. I think the Bears can shut down I think their defense can shut down the Raiders' offense. Yeah. Really, the offense the Raiders have. Really, I'm going to be honest with you. They do have Jacoby Myers playing wide receiver. I think he's a mid-tier wide receiver at best. I don't think he's towards the upper tier of wide receivers in this league. Mm-hmm. He's good. He's just not upper tier. And then you have what's his name, Brock
Bowers.
Brock Bowers. He's a stud of tight end. But then you got another stud of tight end too, Michael Mayer. So you have 2 studs of tight ends and Ashton Genty running the ball. But the problem is Ashton Genty can't get going. I tried. You tried watching him last week. They tried to get him going against Washington, and he just couldn't get going.
Yeah,
Um,
there's a different breed, Mike. I mean, at Boise State, they put 9 in the box against a kid. He's out running people, out muscle him. But you're not even crowding the box in the NFL. You can't get loose yet. It's a
mhm,
different breed in the NFL, and until they get him going, I don't think they're going to be a good team at all. I just don't
right.
think so.
Nah, and that's why I'm gonna go with the Bears in
Yeah,
this
me
one.
too. Me too.
No, I'm gonna go to the second least favorite game at 4 o'clock. This one's at 4:05. Okay, this is a 4:05 kickoff. Jacksonville at San Francisco. Uh,
Ooh, interesting.
and
Interesting.
the Jags are getting 3 points in this game.
San Francisco to me is a fraud right now. Okay, I don't know what they are. They're winning games. I get that undefeated. I get that. Mac Jones is winning games, but Jacksonville, man, they're a team that nobody's talking about. I like Jacksonville here. I like Jacksonville probably by 6 to 7 points, honestly, outright. Yeah.
Again, the ESP thing's kind of kicking in here because I'm all over the Jags on this one.
Yep. Yep.
Joey Bosa, your best defensive lineman's out hurt.
Yep.
He's out hurt. Mac Jones, there's a reason why Mac Jones is a backup. Mac Jones was in Jacksonville last year.
Exactly.
So they know all about Mac Jones. Yeah, I like them. I think San Fran, they were lucky to beat Arizona a week ago. They were very lucky to beat the Cardinals a week ago. I think time runs out on them. I think they become 3-1. I'm also with you on that. I'm going to take the Jags with the 3, and I'm also doing the under. I think under 47. I don't see them scoring that much. Like to watch them last week, it was painful, man.
Yeah.
It was painful to watch them. No Kittle, no Ayuk. Like really, it's literally Ricky Pearsall, and that's it. And
Yeah.
I mean, when they got guys like Kyle Husteck being, scoring touchdowns for you, there's something wrong there.
Yeah, you're fullback. Yeah. I mean, we're so used to seeing Debo, Kittle, all these wide receivers that get out in space, a lot of motion. Now it's just we're going back to college, just run I formation with the fullback as well. Pound the ball. I don't think it's going to score a lot. I think Jacksonville could put up a 30 though, Mike. Honestly, I really do.
I think they could too. Now we're going to go to I guess out of the 4, the number 2 ranked game I think of the weekend. Baltimore travels to Kansas City.
You know what?
Baltimore,
What's the line on this, Mike?
Kansas City's a 2.5-point home dog in this game.
Take Baltimore -7 on this. Baltimore has something to prove. They are not going to go down to 1-3. Henry is going to hold that ball. He's going to have super glue all over his hands. I think Baltimore routs Kansas City right here.
I think Kansas City goes to 1-3 as well. I don't think.
Yeah.
I think Baltimore's the better team, and they should have beaten them last year. They were Isaiah Likely toe away from winning that game. If you remember, the last play of the game, they threw the ball to Isaiah Likely. He got 1 foot down, the other toe went literally right over to the back of the end zone. He was literally out by a half a toe.
Yeah.
So, I'm sorry. I just I'm not buying the Chiefs. I'm not buying the Chiefs this year. I'm really not.
No, me either. I think Baltimore routs them. I think it's going to be a probably 7 to 10 point game here, Mike.
I don't think it's going to be that close. I think it'll be 6 and under. I think between 3 and 6. It's going to be now. My number 1 game, dude. I think this is going to be the number 1 game of the day. I really do. This game is going to be the number 1 game of the day. Indianapolis traveling to Los Angeles to take on the Rams. And Indy's a 3.5. The Rams are a 3.5 point favorite at home.
What is your take on these Colts, Mike? Okay, Danny Jones, he has an offensive line. Okay, he finally has one where he can stand back, look around. Your best weapons, Jonathan Taylor. Pittman's playing ball. Their defense is playing. Man, I don't know, Mike.
You know what my take on them is?
This is like Vandy. This is like Vandy to me. Do I jump on the wagon with the Colts, Mike?
You know what my take is? I'll tell you what my take is with the Indianapolis Colts. My take with them is they haven't played a team with a defense yet.
Okay.
They haven't played a team with a defense yet. They haven't. I mean, if you really look at it, was it week 1? They beat the Colts 33, or the Colts beat the Dolphins 33-8.
Right.
They got a 1-point win against the Broncos. The Broncos defense has regressed so bad, and they played the Titans a week ago. Like, I'm not sold on them. They're going to get introduced to a very good defense.
Okay.
That Rams defense is no joke. So
yeah, especially coming off a loss too, emotional loss like
yes,
that. Yeah, there's
yes,
words to be said about that.
and
Yeah.
especially they felt like they were in control of this game.
Oh yeah.
That game
Yeah.
against the Eagles a week ago.
Yeah.
So, all right, we got 3 more just to talk about real quick. Of course, I'm going to bring up your game, the Micah homecoming party in Arlington. Cowboys are they're a 6.5 point home dog to those Green Bay Packers. I already know where you're probably going with this one, Paul.
No, you know what, Mike? Here's the thing. This is good. I'm from out of the box, of course, Mike, and it's not just promoting the name there. I actually think the Cowboys win this game.
Really?
I really do.
Okay.
I mean, what I'm hearing on the the podcast out there, listen to their beat writers, listen to all the comments out there. There's a lot of players being benched this week. Deron Bland is back this week. Okay, he's coming back this week. Thank God. Also, Diggs might be benched. Okay. Greedy Stewart is going to be starting this week. They're even talking about bringing Marquise Bell to safety and benching Malik Hooker. Donovan Wilson is going to be coming back to linebacker, and I believe Juanye Thomas is going to go back to safety. It's more about scheme than player names now. I think this team has a little bit something to prove because, Mike, just like the Eagles game, how many times do we hear the name Micah Parsons? Micah Parsons, Micah Parsons. That's all it is. Dallas is under the radar. They suck. I think Dallas wins this game. This is my dog of the week. I got it for 7. I'm taking Dallas +7 here, Mike. I don't know if it's the NFL, Mike. I haven't hit crap in the NFL this year, but this will probably be another charity, donation to my name, to this. But I think the Cowboys win this game +7, Mike.
Okay, so is that one of your what are your picks for the
Hell no, I'm not picking that as a lock, Mike. Hell no, I'm not taking that one. Okay, my locks are Giants +6.5. Okay. Falcons +1.5.
All right.
And Panthers as well. What are they getting, Mike? What do you have on their Panthers line?
5.5.
Yeah, I'm taking that. 5.5 is what I have. Yep, 5.5. Okay. Yep, I'm taking that 3 lock right there.
All right, that's your 3 lock. All right,
and
that's not bad.
And throw in the Rams too. Throw the Rams in there. I'll take a 4 this week, Mike. The Rams.
Rams. Okay, I just gotta see what they were. I think they were 3.5, right?
Yep, I'll take the Rams.
-3.5.
Even though I really like that Jacksonville game though too.
Yeah, listen, I kind of, I'll give you my 3. I took the Rams as well, -3.5. I also took Carolina +5.5.
Yep.
I took the over in the Eagles Tampa game, over 43.5. They were my 3, and since you did a 4th one, I'm going to do a 4th one. I'm going to jump on and take the Jacksonville.
That's my other one. I like that one. I like that one too. I like that one. I think that's a smart bet.
And they're going to be so. There you have it, guys. These are our picks for the week. NFL picks for Paul. He's taking those New York Giants +6, the Atlanta Falcons +1.5, Carolina +5.5, and those LA Raiders -3.5. Myself, I'm taking Jacksonville +3, Eagles Tampa. They go over 43.5, Carolina +5.5, and the LA Rams -3.5. Those are our picks for this week, guys. Make sure you guys tune in again, guys, because we are about to take it home. Paul's got to get ready for a show. I want to hand it off to my buddies over there on the western side of the state, Gridiron Weekly. They're getting ready to be on right now, so make sure you guys get over there and check them guys out. For Paul Spencer, I am Mike Lauro. It has been Props, Locks, and Parlays. I will see you guys Friday night on the wraparound. For Paul, where can they find you, buddy?
Hey, tonight, 9:30, man. Therapy session, Cowboys Weekly, Out of the Box Sports Entertainment. Check me out there. Then also tomorrow night, weekly NFL Talk. Friday, College Football Frenzy. Saturday, Golden Dome. Got it everywhere, but it's for entertainment purposes only tonight. Was please, just whatever I said during the pros, don't take it to heart. Seriously, don't do it.
Yeah. I mean, all this is just for fun. I mean,
yes, sir.
We try to break it down and what we're going to do and what we're not. We're just average Joes. We're not telling you to go out and bet your money. We're just giving
bet what you can afford. Bet what you can afford only, please.
Yeah, I mean, I'm about to start making an OnlyFans for my betting.
Hell, I started a GoFundMe on Sundays for me, Mike. So.
Well, your Saturdays are just fine. It's just the Sundays.
I'm donating back on Sunday though, Mike.
Yeah. I don't have no prop bets this week. I started looking at some of them earlier. Just none seem interested in me. Touchdown
I
parlays.
did throw one in there, Mike, because I know you always do it. I just did a three leg parlay for touchdowns. I don't think since CD's out this week, I don't think believe in Pickens. I'm going Javonte Williams. I'm getting on your train on that one. I'm going Jonathan Taylor as well because I don't think they're going to be able to throw the ball downfield this week against good D. And there's a guy on a mission this week. Derrick Henry is getting into the end zone 2 or 3 times tomorrow or on Sunday.
Man, listen, I would love to believe that, but Derrick Henry's like ice cold. If I'm looking at these games, I'm being dead serious, man. If we're looking at the games coming up this week, let me just try to get over here. I'll tell you what, I'll do.
See, I want to take the Eagles, Barkley or Hurts, but every time they get there, Hurts steals Barkley's TDs.
Oh,
man.
yeah, he's a vulture, man. Jalen's a touchdown vulture.
Yeah.
I don't. You got to pray for a touchdown here. I'll tell you what, the one that I was looking at, where was I seeing that at? If you're always looking for a really good one, honestly, you can't go wrong with either Jahmyr Gibbs or Montgomery.
Yeah.
Either one of them are going to score.
Yeah.
So you can take either one of them. I'll tell you what, Kyron Williams is another one from the Rams. He gets into the end zone. So if I'm going to do my little 3-legger, I would do Gibbs. I'll say Gibbs, Kyron Williams, and Derrick Henry. There's my little three-legger.
Sounds good.
Put it in there. Well, guys, for Paul Spencer, I am Mike Lauro. Tune in again next week. You know where to find us. We've already told you. You guys have a great night. Gridiron Weekly is upon us right now. So, guys, make sure you check those guys out. And we are out.